if those do us, I don't need your money, what we want from you is one container load only. We won't come to you again. Let me tell you, any day they shoot us, police shoot us, we shoot back at them. They kill us, we kill them. Believe you me, UN will come in that same day. But if they're only killing you, UN will say, please, can you investigate the matter? Can you investigate it? And make sure that all the culprits are brought to justice. Is that not what they will say? But any day police kill us, we kill police back. They will say, please, what is the problem? What is going on? That time the language is not the same. What is going on means they want to hear from the zoo, they want to hear from us. But if they come and they kill us and they go scot-free, they will say to the zoo, please investigate and let us know. Every country you mentioned, the UN came in as we are fighting. For every year that we fought the war, Southern Sudan fought for 10 years. Guerrilla warfare. At a point, it became very, very clear to Sudanese that you must now. You said now that if this is only an Igbo cause, that it will not work. Is that what you said? Yes. Now we are bringing and taking everybody along. That is number one. And number two, we stopped fighting in 1970. We went to fight an all-out war, which is total warfare. And there's somebody from the Air Force who is there. Maybe he can help us out. We went to fight them. You shoot and we shoot back at you. The whole world ganged up, Britain especially, because Britain knew they know what we can do. And Britain, listen, people don't know the conspiracy against Biafra. The reason why Biafra has not come is because the likes of Britain don't want Biafra to emerge. If Biafra is standing strong today, every black person on this earth will be liberated. Do you hear what I said? Every black man, including Obama, will become free. But they don't want that. They ganged up against us and they killed our people. We should have continued. The boss should have continued. The second army should have gone into the bush to continue guerrilla warfare. That was the greatest mistake of all. We went back to go and reintegrate. When I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN, what they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously. That is the way it is. Any day, if you like, listen, if those do us, I don't need your money, what we want from you is one container load only. We won't come to you again. Let me tell you, any day they shoot us, police shoot us, we shoot back at them. They kill us, we kill them. Believe you me, UN will come in that same day. But if they're only killing you, UN will say, please, can you investigate the matter? Can you investigate it? And make sure that all the culprits are brought to justice. Is that not what they will say? But any day police kill us, we kill police back. They will say, please, what is the problem? What is going on? That time the language... Now, you said now that if this is only an Igbo cause, that it will not work. Is that what you said? Yes. Now we are bringing and taking everybody along. That is number one. And number two, we stopped fighting in 1970. We went to fight an all-out war, which is total warfare. And there's somebody from the Air Force who is there. Maybe he can help us out. We went to fight them. You shoot and we shoot back at you. The whole world ganged up, Britain especially, because Britain knew they know what we can do. And Britain, listen, people don't know the conspiracy against Biafra. The reason why Biafra has not come is because the likes of Britain don't want Biafra to emerge. If Biafra is standing strong today, every black person on this earth will be liberated. Do you hear what I said? Every black man, including Obama, will become free. But they don't want that. They ganged up against us and they killed our people. We should have continued. The boss should have continued. The second army should have gone into the bush to continue guerrilla warfare. That was the greatest mistake of all. We went back to go and reintegrate. I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN. What they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously. That is the way it is. Any day, if you like, listen, if just do us, I don't need your money, what we want from you is one container load only. We won't come to you again. Let me tell you, any day they shoot us, police shoot us, we shoot back at them. They kill us, we kill them. Believe you me, UN will come in that same day. But if they're only killing you, UN will say, please, can you investigate the matter? Can you investigate it? And make sure that all the culprits are brought to justice. Is that not what they will say? But any day police kill us, we kill police back. They will say, please, what is the problem? What is going on? That time the language is not the same. What is going on means they want to hear from the zoo, they want to hear from us. But if they come and they kill us and they go scot-free, they will say to the zoo, please investigate and let us know. Every country you mentioned, the UN came in as we are fighting. For every year that we fought the war, Southern Sudan fought for 10 years. Guerrilla warfare. At a point, it became very, very clear to Sudanese that you must
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Renowned homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our foes. But if the prize is that for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to BIAFRA, consecrated nation. Oh, Fatherland, peace be our solemn place. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood, we will count our privilege. The waving standard which emboldened thee free shall always be our flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we appraise the weight of battle to yield, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets peal the glorious song of victory. We score all might and wrong. Oh God, protect to give and not to count our cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with prison flames, to make this kind a land of righteous place. All hail, Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Biafra, we hail thee. Good morning, good evening, good night to some of you, and good afternoon to all Biafrans all over the globe, depending on where you're listening from. And to all lovers of freedom, we salute you for loving us and for hating us and for being with us and for looking at us and for peeping and for supporting financially, socially, mentally, and otherwise. To our Biafran people who are solidly behind us, who are supporting us with truth and everything in them, we are loyal to you all. Because without all of you, the cause of Biafra will not be the one that will reckon on. We thank you all for all you're doing. We thank the existence of our indomitable leader, the Amadike One of Biafra land. We thank the existence of our PM. We thank the existence of the gallant men and women in the bushes who are making sure that Biafra land is safe, secured, and sound. We thank those that are donating and doing everything that they can to see that we all come out successful. We thank all those that are on the fences, and we thank all those that are still running after one Nigeria in the hope and in the guise that Nigeria will save them. Instead, they are meeting their doom after shouting Nigeria, Nigeria. We thank the foolish ones that through them, Obi went to where he went, and through them, Obi got the slap of his life. Through them, Obi was disgraced. Through them, one Nigeria was also disgraced. Through them, INEC was also exposed. Through them, everything happened to the bear and everyone come to understand what they did not know. Like we normally say, and like our PM say, what you don't know is bigger than you. But that of one Nigeria is not bigger than you, except you are a fool. Because that of one Nigeria has pre-existed before now. And it will still continue to exist for the generations that will come, except you stop the myopic nature of who you are and come back to the cause of Biafra. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu started the cause of this freedom, and it opened all our eyes. And he is there in detention today because of all of us. And that is why we cannot back down on whatever we are doing. No elections in Biafra land, no elections in Imo State, no elections in any way that will be coming out tomorrow or next has been our code of conduct right from when we were called autopilot and then we accepted the names. And we have never for once gone back on what we say. We deliver. That is why you need to say a big shout out to your PM, the indomitable PM of the Biafran people. The PM with swag, the PM that makes every criminal in one Nigeria to tremble. The PM, which at the mention of his name, every monkey and every mumu will have small sense, even as your brain cells were empty from the day your mother gave birth to you. But when you call the name of our PM, it will ring something into your head, and then you come to understand that this is the man that they have wanted to kidnap. They have placed $650,000 or million or $1 billion on his head, and yet they cannot kidnap him. Why? Because we have Chukwokike behind him. We also want to thank Finland, because it's one thing for you to fight for freedom. It is another thing for you to have a country and people that support you and can guarantee your stand from beginning to the very end. We thank Finland for giving our PM an enabling environment for him to be able to do the work of the Biafran people. If it were to be any of these corrupt countries, by now they would have handed our PM over to the terrorists. But because of Finland being who they are, understanding their stand on freedom, they have not disappointed the Biafran people. They have not sold out our PM. They have defended him. They have kept him intact. They have protected his human rights. They have protected his constitutional rights. They have defended him because of the cause that we are fighting, and knowing too well that we are fighting for our freedom, and it is our right to fight for our freedom, to defend our women and children. We thank Finland so much, and we thank our PM. God took you and put you in Finland for a purpose. And to every one of you, wherever you are, God puts you there for a purpose, and that purpose you will understand in due time. So if you think you're in America, you're in Canada, you're in Chicago, you're in UK, you're in 12 Downing Street doing what you think you can do, you're in China, you're in Spain, you're in Brazil, you're in Portugal, you're in any of the African countries, you're in Indonesia, anywhere that you are there for a purpose, and you should utilize that purpose and that reason of your being there to the emergence of the Biafran restoration. We need all hands on deck, and we want all of you to come down from the fence if you're still on the fence. Our mandate is to make sure Biafra land is protected and defended at all costs, so that our women and children will not be raped on a daily basis, and their heads will not be cut off. They will not be buried in shallow graves. They will not be poured acid as they have done before, and they will not come to be crying back to us. General, I'm going to mute you again. If you unmute yourself again when you are not permitted, you will be knocked out of the speaker forum, and you'll be on the listener session. You wait until when you're given the permission to pick the mic, you unmute yourself and speak. Do not distract the audience, please. So, our armed forces are in the bushes, and they are doing the needful. I thank the media team for their wonderful work that they are doing, 247, that they are online doing the needful. Before I came up with this other space, you guys were on space, making sure the awareness continues, and I had to call the host that we need to change this very topic just now, because after now I have one meeting to attend. So this space will be on while the meeting will be going on. But we are here now, and I appreciate the media team, because you guys are the engine house of this Biafran Republic government in exile. Like I normally say, you guys are the embodiment of all the professionals in this world. So take yourself important. I have said this before, that you are all officially members of the media department of the Biafran Republic government in exile. And you heard it also from the mouth of your PM in the just concluded space of 2 days ago. So do not look down on yourself. Put yourself on a very high horse, and be proud that you are working for the Biafran cause, and your people appreciate what you are doing. So we appreciate all of you. And for those of you that were on sanctions before, that sanctions were lifted long time ago, and the announcements were made. Publications were made by me. Announcements were made by me on this very space. PM also made tweet to that. He also announced it on his broadcast. So come back to the fore and then continue that which you know how to do best. We want everyone on track, because we have a very big fight to fight now. The media warfare now does not need you to devote your time to me, or to devote your time to Warrior Queen, or to devote your time to Stella, or to devote your time to Christopher, or to devote your time to Sisu, or Nwannem, or Chicago, or Shimon, or Emeka. No. We want all of you to channel your cylinders and unleash all the fires on the zoo government now. Every enemies that is pointing their barrels at us is where we need to fire the shot. Don't waste your bullets on me. I am irrelevant for you now. And any member of the cabinet is irrelevant for you now to waste your time to say you're doing broadcast or exposition on them. No. Turn your barrel and let us put all effort and face the enemies that are forming themselves up there and warming up and coming together against what we are doing. No one can bring the cabinet down. The BRGIE cabinet, no one can bring it down. Not anyone inside the cabinet and not the ones outside. But I want people to understand one thing, that in every government, there must be leakages in the cabinet. It happens in the White House, it happens in the African Union, it happens in the United Nations, it even happens in the zoo government. So everyone should tighten up their belt. Do not waste your time on the Biafran Republic government in exile cabinet on expose. Focus your fire on the enemies of Biafra that are outside there. So I thank our armed forces again. Yesterday, we had over 200 and something numbers to have recorded of the zoo terrorists that have gone down in Biafra land since the launching of the Biafran armed forces in Finland on the 21st. And today, I can tell you that the number has gone over 300. Some of you will say, Sonny, you come here to speak just with open mouth. You see, the way Okokondem was telling them during the time of the genocide, they were taking it for granted. But before they opened their eyes, they saw that they were grounded. We are here to correct the wrong impression, the media propaganda, and the propaganda leaflet that were dropped during that time by the BBC and the Premium Times of London of that time. That is why this Biafra Republic Government in Exile media team are standing very tall to make sure they push the awareness. The Biafran media, the Biafran people are there and they are hitting it hard. And we will continue to hit it harder, harder, harder until Biafra is restored. To our armed forces in the bushes, we salute you for your good work. Continue to do it. Tomorrow is our mega general fundraising. It is going to be historic and it's going to be massive. So we want all Biafrans, those that were running after obedience, you have gone to the Supreme Court and come back. I don't know if there is another court that you're still waiting to go again before you come back to your senses. Except there is another court that I don't know of in one Nigeria. Maybe the court that is from the shrine. You're waiting to go to the court that is in the shrine. And if you go to the court that is in the shrine, they don't get power to destroy a neck chairman. They don't get power to destroy a Jakaban. They don't get power to destroy Fulani terrorists. Because if they had the power, all these our women and children in Nigeria have been massacred. The people in the shrine would have used their power to blindfold all the Fulani terrorists. You will just make all of them blind one day, and they will just go blind simultaneously from one end to the other. Then we will just walk up to them and collect the knives and the guns that they have in their hands, and then we'll give it to them back on the same coin. But I have not been able to see any of you in the shrine exercising such powers. So those your powers can never and will never be useful at this very time, because your Supreme Court have decided. There's one thing you forget to remember. It is not you that appointed the INEC chairman. It is not you that also appointed the Chief Justice of Nigeria. It is not you that also appointed the judge to preside over that court ruling. It is not you that also decides the salary of the Chief Judge of Nigeria. It's not you that decides the salary of all the judges or the clerks inside the courtroom that sit down to adjudicate on any cases in Nigeria. It is the federal government of the zoo. That fraudulent constitution that was enacted by the military rule to jeopardize all of you, your future, your generations, your aspirations and dreams, is what is still in use till this very day. And we are here to tell you that elections will not hold in Biafra land. We hear that Hopeless Uzodinma has already written his result. Just like I just said now, I said, it is not you that elect the chief judge. So the Chief Judge of Nigeria have already, with the INEC chairman, they have masterminded how far the result of Hopeless Sorima will be read. And you are not going to see where the elections will be held in Biafra land. Now, they hear me so? Someone said, I can't hear. Eunice, did you say you can't hear? I hope any other person can hear me. Sizu, can you hear me? Stella, can you hear me? One name, can you hear me? Chibuzo,
Yes,
can you
sir.
hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. Thank you. We move. So, Hope Letus Odima with his cohort have written the result already, and yet we are not going to allow elections to hold in Biafra land. Take our words and go back and see what we have done before now. When our name was autopilot in 2021, we said no elections in Biafra land in Anambra State. We stood our ground to the very last end. It was the DOS criminals that went and collected money and came out to call some of their gullible members to go and do the elections. And when they finished doing the elections, you heard Soludo coming out to say that he was working with them to the elections and that they had negotiations. And one of their negotiations was that they will come to scrap ESN. And they tried to scrap ESN after Soludo came in. We did not allow them to happen. You heard when Soludo came in and said ESN should come out and take amnesty. And then we told him, God forbid, you can only do that to the criminals that you had meetings with, because this very Biafran Republic government in exile that we have today have no negotiations, have no meeting with you. Our meeting and negotiations is only the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do not waste your time negotiating with anybody. Go and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and stop negotiations. Your negotiation should only start when you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out, then you say your negotiation. You don't keep a man in chains, lock him up, no light, no food, no good clothing, nothing. You take liberty from him. You don't allow him to enjoy what other people are enjoying, and he's seated in chains day in, day out. And you're coming out to tell us you want negotiations. When the man is still dying in detention and you're coming to come and negotiate for elections, you're a fool. So, believe us when we tell you it will not happen, it will not happen. When you got down to 2023 election, you saw what happened. We stood our ground from the beginning to the end, and elections, we made sure we put everything upside down. Those you saw that went out to go and vote, those are the people that you see that during the day of the Biafran referendum, you will still see foolish people coming out to vote. And like we promised them, the way foreigners are treated as those that were citizens of South Korea and Kuwait who did not participate in their freedom, who ran away to Russia when their freedom were being fought, the way they are treated today as foreigners as well in their own land. When the time comes in Biafra land, more stringent conditions will be applied to everyone that vote against the freedom of the Biafran people, that did not participate in any way, that decided to stand on the fence, that neglected everything, that did not join hands to fight against the massacre and genocide of their women and children. We are telling you today that the armed forces of Biafra unveiled on the 21st was not for a showy display. There is shock in Aso Rock that we no longer fear, but we had to do what? To come out to the streets to march in daylight. Yes, kudos to the Biafran people. Kudos to the Prime Minister. Kudos to the Biafran Republic government in exile and all the cabinet. Kudos to the Biafran people who stand their ground and who makes the enabling environment for the Biafran cause to be well harnessed. But the zoo government does not know what awaits them. By the time we finish with the zoo, these very generations of Biafrans will be remembered in 1,000 years and millions to come. Our names will be written in gold, and you will remember them even more than you have remembered Kaduna and Zoku. You will remember them even more than you have remembered our eternal leader, Dame Odumeku Ojukwu. Because we have men that have volunteered in the face of depression, in the face of massacre and genocide, who many of them were in this abroad that we are today, but they left their comfort they decided to go down to defend motherland. We shall continue to defend motherland until the very last day that Biafra will be redeclared. And we will fight to the last man standing to make sure we destroy the zoo. Now, elections will not hold in Imo State. Whoever is deceiving you should start getting the message straight. The inauguration of the Biafran de facto government in exile was not for a joke. It was not for you to come and think that we do it to go back and sit down and eat moi moi. No. It was in preparation of what is to come because Biafra is here. So we are going to make use of every arsenal to make sure we destroy the zoo and the presence of the zoo in Imo State. Imo State is going to speak volume. Imo State is going to tell the world what we have been preparing for one Nigeria. We are telling you all to call your families and friends in Imo State. This is a security warning. Call your families and friends in Imo State. Tell them to stay away from anything because the tempo will be hot. And we are going to use everything that we have to make sure we destroy the presence of the zoo in Biafra land. Imo State elections will not hold. We are saying it over and over and over again. We want this message to go far and wide. As we speak, our voices are going out on all media platforms of the Brgie media. You can hear us on YouTube, you can hear us on Facebook, you can hear us on Twitch, you can hear us on social, you can hear us on TikTok, you can hear us on any platform you could ever think of. We have all our media's personnel all over the place, and we are circulating the message. Tell your families and friends that Obidiot that went to test the madness of one Nigeria has gone and tested and come back. Then ask him the doom that he has brought to you people and how he has been able to help people out. No way out. So do not in any way allow yourself to be used as a scapegoat in this very time of the Imo madness of election, because it is not going to hold in Biafra land. We are sounding a warning to our people to be security conscious. Do not allow your children, do not allow your women, do not allow your families and friends and relations in any way to go out to become a scapegoat to the government of one Nigeria. It is a terrorist government. From when I came to this planet Earth to this very day till I left one Nigeria to where I am now, I have never seen any day that they do election without one person's head going down. And now we have put a stop to anything elections and deceptions in Biafra land because it is no more their territory. The Biafran people have taken up their responsibility to make sure they take over what belongs to them. Their constitutional right is what they are exercising. There is a government, and a legitimate government, which is the Biafran Republic government in exile, the Biafran de facto government in the homeland, and then we have the armed forces of Biafra ready to do what? To defend and protect the territory of Biafra against the terrorists of one Nigeria. These terrorists of one Nigeria is what you hear of these elections. These elections you hear of is the terrorists of one Nigeria coming against our ethics. And we must, with everything in our blood, resist them and destroy them, because we have gone past the stage of lamenting, complaining, or protesting, or writing petitions, or calling to people to come to our aid. No, we no longer do that. What we do is the defense of the territory of Biafra. And we are calling on all Biafrans not to be cajoled into doing anything that will waste their lives. How does that go? That goes to as far as the Efulefu prophet that calls himself Ebuka, who has sat down to understand the carnage, who has sat down to understand the massacre, the genocide committed upon the people of Biafra by their own elders and leaders and governors and senators and religious leaders. So when you hear me at times call religious leaders to be part and parcel of the massacre and the genocide of Biafran people, you can now hear it from Ebuka from his mouth. If Ebuka can come out to come and endorse the same people that opens ground to bury their women and children alive, just to make sure they please the Fulani terrorists. So what do you now call Ebuka? Ebuka is someone that many of us had upheld and respected. But you see, when the wisdom of God leaves you, and when you have allowed things of the world to take over you, you will be drifted to and fro. And what you can see now is that there is no equilibrium in Ebuka anymore. Ebuka is now tossed like a pendulum bulb, moving from point A to point B, and he is now hell-bent on protecting his business. Ebuka understands that his business is what is at stake. Ebuka understands whatever agreement he had with Hopeless Uzodinma and every other governors and leaders of Biafra land. Ebuka, you have seen pregnant women cut into two and they remove the babies. And then you have seen babies butchered. You have seen men and women raped and slaughtered in broad daylight. Ebuka, you have seen the invasion of Iyamufu. Ebuka, you have seen the massacre and the genocide of over 14 youth in their marriage ceremony. After Hopeless Uzodinma did it, he came out to come and say that those youth were criminals. These are youth that did not have knives nor penknives, talk less of pump action or tiki pakpao that the hunters uses inside the bush before you now come and call AK-47. Ebuka, you have seen Izombe massacre carried out by Hopeless Uzodinma. Sorry, my network is not too good, so if my voice is not very loud, because I see someone write that the sound is not very clear, please, we have to manage the network, please. Ebuka, you have seen Izombe massacre. Ebuka, you have seen what happened in every part of Biafra land. Ebuka, there is nothing that you have not seen. If you are deaf and dumb, then you should ask your congregations. Ebuka, the church that you said you were going to build, that you are going to move from, whether Lagos or west, down to the east. Ebuka, it is Biafrans which are being massacred by people that you call their names every day, that contributed the money for that your church to be built. Ebuka, the congregation that you have is made up of Biafrans. Ebuka, the congregation that you have that are massacred, that are victims of the ethnic cleansing and the Fulani terrorists, dehumanization and the annihilation of the people done every day, are carried out by the same people that you praise. Ebuka, your congregation are the victims of the genocide ongoing every day. Ebuka, it is the same people that you are singing their praises that proscribe IPOB. And that IPOB is you, Ebuka. You think that because you are in one Nigeria running your business, because church is a business, where you will stand and then, at the end of the day, you count how much money has been derived from the congregation, tithe and offering, and that is what makes you to stand jikigba. Every other prophecy, every other prayer is foul, because if you don't pray and shake your head and prophesy, people will not be coming, because Nigeria has put our people brain in one corner condition that they now become vulnerable to anything. So anything that happens, their brain will knock and enter one side. So you, as a religious leader, will be the one to be telling them solutions the way you want them to get it. And they will take it like that because they are in one chance. That is the way Nigeria has styled the brain cells of everyone in Nigeria that are inhabiting there now. Ebuka, if it is not Biafrans, your church would not stand today. But as they massacre Biafrans every day, what do? You will still continue to do your business, your church business. Ebuka, we did not expect that this kind of word will come out from you. Ebuka, even if you were at gunpoint, that they threatened you that they are going to shut down your business, that is your church business, you should have told them they should shut it down and they should kill you instead of you to betray your own people. You have betrayed even the Bible that you carry. You have betrayed the traditions of Biafra land. You have betrayed the congregation that gives you money every day. Yes, you have betrayed everything that speaks and breathes and treads on the land of Biafra. How could you, in your wildest imagination, how could you, even in your dream, open your mouth to tell the congregation, to tell the Biafran people that they should go and overlook the massacre, the genocide of their women and children in Izombe? A pregnant woman was burned to ashes. A pregnant woman was born in her house. And then the mother-in-law, who is an aged woman, could not also run out of the house. Now, this pregnant woman was now left with the option of going into the house to go and pick the mother-in-law, who is aged, who could not walk, to bring her out inside the burning fire, which Hopeless Usorima carried out. Ebuka, this pregnant woman, went in, succeeded in bringing the mother-in-law out. The mother-in-law sustained fire burnt. And she, the pregnant woman, sustained fire burnt as well. And then she was in the hospital for weeks. At the end of the day, with all the excruciating pains, she could not sustain it anymore. Ebuka, the pregnant woman, died with the baby inside the womb, with the fire burns that she sustained. Ebuka, where were you to come and tell us that Hopeless Usorima burnt a pregnant woman to death? Ebuka, where were you to have challenged Hopeless Usorima that he has killed youth in Imo State? Ebuka, where were you for you to have come and tell Hopeless Usorima that all the youth massacred in Imo State is through the Hopeless Usorima that you are praising today? You said he is the savior. You said he is the one that has made you to see light. You said he is the one that has built school. You said he is the one that have given you. Is it because of the money that Ebuka has given you or has come to donate to your business, to your church business, that has made you to come out to disgrace Christianhood in this very way? Ebuka, you have become a disgrace to the Biafran people. You have become a disgrace to the Christendom. You have become a disgrace to Biafra land. Ebuka, if you don't go back to retrace your steps, it will be too bad for you, because the blood of Biafrans that will be massacred or that have been massacred by Fulani terrorists through the same Hopeless Usorima will come on you. And we are telling Biafrans, if you are attending the church of Ebuka, and if you still want to continue to attend his church, when you go to the church, tell Ebuka, Ebuka, go and change your message. That is, if you still want to continue to go. And if you don't want to continue to go, stay back in your house. You can change church. Listen to the one that will tell you to go and support your Biafra. And none of you should take anything coming out from Ebuka's mouth, because Ebuka is not who he is anymore. False prophet in the time of Biafra restoration will come. And this is part of it. Prophet that speaks from the two sides of their mouth. Prophet that will tell us that Wazirike is going to die and is suffering from kwashoko, that his hand and his penis is dying. And then Wazirike came out and then debunked and said, I am not dying, Osimi. Why did he lie against me and say I am dying? Up to today, Ebuka has not shown us the other Wazirike. He later came back to say, oh, he is not the only Wazirike, but till today, the second Wazirike has not come out to say, I was the one that was dying. I was the Buruburu of Biafra land. Is there any other person that has that title of Wazirike that fought for Biafra? I don't know. Maybe Ebuka had a second title for another person. Ebuka, your followers are peeing in their panties now. Ebuka, your followers are crying for listening to your video and hearing that you, that they had confided in, have become the person that is endorsing the carnage, the terrorist massacre, the genocide ongoing in Biafra land against the women and children. Ebuka, you should have known better. But we have come to understand that money get power, past even the Bible where you carry. Money, 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 money. So if they pointed a gun on your head and they made you to spit the rubbish that you spit on that very broadcast, Ebuka, go and kneel down and beg the God of Biafra not to unleash thunder on you. Because if he does, you will go down in history. Ebuka, I am not a prophet because I don't wear apron and I don't carry big attire. I don't have a big church. But I am speaking as a freedom fighter who has stand to defend and to make sure Biafra is restored. We are fighting to restore our dignity. We are fighting to defend our motherland. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is behind bars. You said that the governors or the senators, the criminal traditional rulers are the people that will go and speak and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you were telling people, hey, you that is not here, you that is in outside country, are you the one that is going to go and speak to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How are you going to do it? Ebuka, that only tells that you are very foolish. And I am not here to be sugarcoating my words today. So if I have not called somebody foolish before, take this one from me to be your own today, Ebuka. The same people that you called names are the people that collected money to the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And then you come out to tell us that they are the people, the right people that can go and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That means you are not even following anything up. People that dig your graves can never be the same people that will want to rescue you, because their sole aim of digging your graves in the first place is to bury you alive. They signed a memorandum of understanding between the Fulani terrorists in Abuja and themselves in Biafra land. And the truth is that they will make sure their elections go through, they put them in power, and then they will deliver by making sure they sign off our lands to the Fulani terrorists for invasion. They will come in and have the lands, they will come in and destroy our women and children, they will rape everything rapeable, and then take over the land on conquest. And they have guaranteed them and given them houses and families comfort in where? In America and UK, Qatar, Switzerland, Dubai, Indonesia, Singapore. That is why you see that the other one that just came down from the governorship house in Anambra State, Willy, it was not up to 48 hours that he just handed over power to Soludo. He ran over to America. Today, he is walking around with dogs. He's doing bingo, poppy along the street of America. What happened to the state that he ruled for over 8 or 6 years or 4 years, which he had proven to have developed and put social amenities in order? Why is it that after 4 years, 48 land that you were building and putting things in order for the past 8 or 6 or 4 years, why do you have to find comfort in another person's land that you run over to another person's land? Ebuka, you said that these are the same criminals that will go to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same criminals that came together, planned, and collected money to his kidnap. Why? Because of 2023 election of Igbo presidency. Today, Igbo presidency has come and gone, and they don't see a clinch of anything. They have gone to tribunal and come back, and they have not seen anything. Today, they have to go and sit down and wait for 2040 and 2035 and 2050 to come and be president. By that time, Biafra has been built and gone far, because they will still continue to wallow in their stupidity of one Nigeria. Ebuka, the same people you say are the people that are making things to happen in Nigeria. Ebuka, I don't know what they have made to happen, or maybe because your church is flourishing from the tithe and offering from the congregation. Your money in the congregation is gotten from taxpayers' money, which the people go to the bank or they go to work and then they sell akara, sell gari, sell moi moi, sell kokimba, sell periwinkle, sell snail, sell fish, Sell everything that they can sell. Oh, they now pick out from there. They say 1% or 10% or how many percent they don't normally say as tithe. They bring it to come and pay tithe for you. And that is how you're collecting taxes from them. While the government of the day are still collecting another percentage from these same poor people. These same poor people. Ebuka, the rich politicians in Nigeria do not attend your church. It is the poor masses that attend your church. You are feeding fat on the flesh of the poor masses. The rich politicians, what they do is that they don't believe in your Bible. They don't believe in your church and your holy fire, holy fire. They don't believe in it. Rich men do not believe in all your prophecies because they believe in their money. They believe in what their money can give them, because with money, you put it on the table, you can get whatever you want. Ebuka, you have become a disgrace to the poor masses because you have not represented the riches in Nigeria. No, you represented the poor, and today you have disgraced the poor. Ebuka, we are telling you that you should retrace your steps. And Biafrans should ignore Ebuka, disregard Ebuka, because the spirit of Okpabiasika and Ifejuna has entered Ebuka. That is what I have to tell you people. That is the spirit that has entered Ebuka. Ebuka was doing well before, and now we have seen that when Biafra is to be restored, Ebuka has decided to make himself a sacrificial lamb, praising and projecting the people that have massacred our women and children. The massacre in Izombe, the massacre in Iyala, the massacre in Umutanze, the massacre in all parts of Biafra land is done by all these people that Ebuka is singing praises upon them. Ebuka, you have disgraced us 1,000 times and 100. We didn't even expect that someone like you will be like this. Look at Father Mbaka. Father Mbaka is still speaking strong. Maybe they have pointed gun on his head and he told them, you can kill me, no problem. As far as Biafra is concerned, I am not going back. They took him to America. They brought him back again. 20 minutes. They brought him back again. He still came back. He stood his ground. He did not go back. Today, he is doing prayer for the convention in Finland. He is doing prayer for Simon Ekpa. He is doing prayer for the Biafran government in exile. He is doing prayer for the men and women in the bushes. Because he already understands the problem that we have. Ebuka, I was happy when I listened to you when you told Oluwalemba that Oluwalemba have committed the worst crime of coming into office, and what he could do is to come and start fighting sit at home. And you told him he should go and retrace his steps. You told him he should leave the sit at home alone because sit at home has become a norm to the Biafran people because of the continuous detention of Martin Nnamdi Kanu. In tandem, the Biafran people are doing what? Sitting at home demanding for his release. Ebuka, was your brain working well that time? What suddenly happened? Did you poo-poo in the church and you clean Bible and clean nyash? You tear Bible and clean nyash. Ebuka, did you poo-poo in the church and then you tear Bible, clean nyash? Then tearing Bible to clean nyash now come begin to cause problem for your head. Then even when politicians came to you, you were able to sway in to their plot. Ebuka, it is a very big disgrace. Ebuka, Father Mbaka was praying today and was telling us that the sit at home is in tandem with the continuous incarceration of Martin Nnamdi Kanu. Ebuka, you said you demanded for the release of Martin Nnamdi Kanu as a present of your birthday gift. Ebuka, has the politicians that you asked of this, have they given it to you? You were singing the praises of the politicians. Did they give it to you? Did they release Martin Nnamdi Kanu for you as your birthday gift, as you said? You are not even ashamed of yourself to even talk about these people. You should have checked the past request that you made to the table of these people. And then come back now to ask yourself of the present and say, did they deliver the one that I asked them before? And can they deliver what will come tomorrow? You did not check all that. You just came out and you were speaking, and they connected the whole videos for you, and you were speaking blah, blah, blah with water from your mouth. Ebuka Nnamdi Kanu is still behind bars. Ebuka, if not for Martin Simon Ekpa, if not for ESN, if not for Biafran Liberation Army, if not for Biafran Resistance Fighters, if not for the Black Marine, Ebuka, if not for the Biafran Armed Forces, your church that you are building will not stand. That your business that you are enjoying will not stand. Because we are the people giving you people enabling environment to be alive in one Nigeria. You don't know the importance of Martin Nnamdi Kanu. You don't know the importance of Martin Simon Ekpa. We went to Finland with all the threats that we knew were on ground. But men and women stood their ground to make sure they appear in Finland. Not minding all the threats, because it is what we have to do for freedom. Do you know what it means for you to be in a place where your life is already in danger? It has been planned that they are coming to kill you, they are coming to shoot you, they are coming to do this, they are coming to do that. And then yet, we still held the Finland Convention above all odds. We did it all because of foolish people like you that call yourself Profet Ebuka, who is only looking at money, monetary values. But someone that sat down to watch what we did in Finland and has been watching what the Biafran Armed Forces have been doing, came out to appreciate the existence of Simon Ekpa, came out to appreciate the existence of the Armed Forces of Biafra, Father Mbaka. This is not the first time for him to appreciate. He has appreciated it over and over again. He has told us several times that the existence of the Biafran Liberation Army, ESN, is what has not made our women and children to be massacred like before. And you are coming out to come and praise Hopeless Usodimma. You're praising all the criminals that they call themselves governors. Hey, Ebuka, oh. It would have been better if you did not answer Ebuka. And if you did not in the first place call yourself a prophet. If you said that your name was Ifejuna before, we would have taken it well. And if you had said that you came from the lineage of where there is the spirit of Okpabia, we would have taken it like that. But for you to have answered Ebuka, do you even know the meaning of Ebuka self? Prophet Ebuka, do you know the meaning of Ebuka? Does the action that you have taken now goes in line with the significance of your name, Ebuka? Because this is how you people disgrace the names that Chukwokike gives us in Biafra land. We bear names based on what surrounds our birth. We bear names based on the gift that God embeds in us. We bear names based on the circumstance that surrounds our existence in Biafra land. We don't just come out and then start bearing names like Chichi, Chikini, or Kwiki, or Atu. No. We bear it in tandem with the circumstance that surrounds our birth. And every name that we bear speaks a meaning. And you answer, Ebuka, what are you doing? Biafrans in Biafra land, specifically in Imo State, our radar is turned down to Imo State now. In all the provinces and in all the counties of Imo State, our radars are coming down there now, visited there. And we are calling on all of you to make the environment enabling and viable for the Biafran Armed Forces, because we have a lot of work to do. No elections in Imo State. That is the message. Disregard the Efulefu Prophet Ebuka, because he has eaten the forbidden fruit. Until we see that that spirit of Okpabia leaves him, we will now understand. For now, nobody should take anything that comes out of his mouth to be serious. He is not a prophet of God for now. No, he is a prophet of doom for now. For now, he is a prophet of doom. What comes out of his mouth, where he is praising the people that massacre your women and children, he is a prophet of doom. Because you cannot come out to start praising someone that butcher your women and children, rape you in your sleeps, and you call that person prophet of God. Mbano, mbano. It's not normal. No, this is a prophet of doom. For the meantime, he's a prophet of doom. until we see that he has become the prophet of God. So nobody should take his prophecy, nobody should take his advice, nobody should listen to him anymore. In fact, we know what to do in the media. Our media techs are going to do some things about it. We will know how to fish all those nonsense that is coming out. Our artificial intelligence is going to be activated. We are calling on all Biafrans to tighten up their belts and make sure you show up in tomorrow's fundraising. We have a lot to do. And when they are asking us, or when they are asking you the question, what are we going to do? Tell them to go and ask Nigerian Army Battalion 103 what happened the day we entered that place. They can tell the stories. And tell them what happened yesterday. Tell them what happened the day before. Tell them they should tell us the numbers of their men that have gone down since the unveiling of the armed forces of Biafra on the 21st of October 2023. Today is, in my time, 27th of October. And within 21st, 22nd, 23rd, to this very day, over 300 of the Azul terrorists are down. And we are ready to bring down more. What did I call them? Terrorists. Our work is to make sure our women and men and children are protected. So I thank you all. Please keep the fire burning, and we must continue, because these no elections in Imo State must trend till they finish this their madness and they leave Imo State. We are going to host them like flag where no gate where they come from. We go host them like flag. They go see, they go hear them. We are in liberation. Oh. We are not here to lament. We are in liberation mode, and we will liberate anything that wants to stand on the way of Biafra. We don't talk more. We don't talk. I salute you, my co-host, Sisu, Warrior Queen, Stella. I love it today that all the co-hosts are women, women, women. So I want you people to handle this space with the mindset of a woman whose baby was cut out of your womb, whose baby was cut out when that baby was going to school. And then you drop that baby in school in the kindergarten class. Do you people remember our children that they planted bomb in Kano State where they were in school? And then the next thing we heard, there is bomb. And then those children, we saw them lifeless. I want you people to remember how our babies were butchered in Yamufu. I want you people to remember how our babies were butchered in Iyala. I want you people to remember how our babies and children were butchered in Obibo. I want you people to remember how children of age 5 upward, male specifically, were lying up during the genocide of 66 to 70s, and they were shot dead in the entirety of Biafra land. The same way they were lying up and shot dead in Imo State was the same way it was done in Enugu, was the same way it was done in Anambra, was the same way it was done in Ikwacha, was the same way it was done in Delta, was the same way it was done in Bayelsa, was the same way it was done in Calabar, was the same way it was done in Akwa Ibom. There was no place that was left out. They did it in synchronym. They massacred everything male of that age. And when they massacred these people, they were not with weapons. They came out to sing in solidarity with the Zoo Nigerian Army. And what were they singing? They were singing One Nigeria. They were singing unity of one Nigeria. Unity of one Nigeria, thinking that the army have come to protect them, not knowing that the army have come to massacre them. I want you people to have this in your mindset as you pick up this co-host and as you continue on this space. I thank you all. Christopher, I thank you. Okaniru Biafra, Onyemechi, I thank you. One name Simon Ekba, I thank you. Chibuzo, Biafran Warrior Queen, Emeka, Queen Beauty, Simon Ekba, Obi Chikako, Eunice, Shimon. I can see Biafra must come. I can see Archbishop of the Mosai. I can see Nonso, Tina, Paul, Son, the Prince, Mr. Suno, Iwune, Lucky Thing, Adagodaman, Cyprian, Chooks, more and more of you will be coming in. So please, you guys can go on from here. Thank you to Biafrans. We must continue. Ndewo Mochineke.
Susie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, my beloved sister.
You want to take up first?
Just take up first.
Okay, so thank
Yeah.
you, everyone. Thank you. Good evening from here once more. Good evening, Biafran Queen. I see you. Mr. Snow, the Prince, Shimon, Tina. Good evening from here. So let's go straight to the topic. No election in Imo State. Disregard Efulefu. Efulefu Ebuka. Ebuka has become a disgrace to Christendom. Anyway, we are here this evening just to let the world know what's going on in the zoo Nigerian Fulani country. We want to let the world know what's been happening on us. The Fulani Nigerian government said they want to convert everybody to Islam, and we Biafrans have said no, and they are forcing people and chopping off heads, killing mothers, killing children, killing pregnant women, taking over their houses, burning down their houses. And this we say no to. So that is why we are gathering here to tell the world what's going on. So then concerning Obi chapter is closed. You know, just like he said, Biafra is closed. So Obi's case is closed. So it's finished. So then talking about the election. Is it election or selection? Selection in Biafra land. Hope Uzodinma has become a bully. He bullies even his own colleagues, other politicians. You know, you open your mouth, cham, Hope Uzodinma and gang will take you out. This one, his own colleague, so then you can imagine what he's doing to us, we Biafrans. So, Hope is a threat. He has become a threat to all of us, to our mothers. Last time we saw one old woman crying and shedding. You can imagine when an old woman is crying. That thing is serious. Crying and shedding tears because of Hope, what he has done to his two kids. Hope, your cup is filled up. Your cup has been filled with the whole iniquity you're committing in Imo State. So, Hope, everything is gone. You finished. You have told the world what you are made for. The election that is coming up, Hope already has the result. Is the election a selection that is coming up? Hope, you have the result already in your hands. So I don't even know why you still want to carry out election, which is not going to be held in Biafra land. Because our angels have told you this cannot happen. Our BM have told you it cannot be held in Biafra land. You have the result already in your hand. What do you do with it? What do you do with it? Hope. So election cannot be held in or be held in eastern part of Nigeria. That's Biafra. So you wake up. Today we had Ebuka supporting Hope. Ebuka is supporting Hope. And Ebuka can tell us that he has not heard about what Hope has been doing in that Imo state. Hope have killed people in Izombe, have killed people everywhere. People are running away from their houses. People have gone to other states to live because of what Hope is doing. And Ebuka, supposedly a man of God, is supporting Hope. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Like our minister said this evening, Ebuka, don't you know that your members are the same Biafrans you're killing? Don't you know your members are the same people? The people that are collecting, arranging money for you and making your bank account heavy. It's the same people that you are killing. Hope is killing. And it's the same person you are supporting. Hope is killing Biafrans that are your... In fact, you're supposed to be protecting your members, aren't you? Because you supporting Hope means that you don't have any concern for your good concerns for your members. So your members can go ahead and die, and it doesn't concern you. And tomorrow, who will contribute to you again? I mean, if it's only business you're running there, you know? So it's heartbreaking, Ebuka. You need repentance. But I think what you're doing self, you started doing what you're doing even before you came around. You are colluding. You are colluding with Fulani. Ebuka, you are colluding with Hope. Hope is colluding with Fulani government. All of you is one and one. So why are you doing Biafrans? The more you look, less you see. And my poor people are gathering every Sunday. They gather around you. Saturday, they gather around you. What are you telling them? I keep on imagining. What do you preach? You have to preach to yourself first before you preach to others. Because your cup is filled up. You have been weighed and found wanting, Ebuka. My people, stop going to those shrines. That is a shrine for you there. Stop going. Stop going there to waste your time. Ebuka is arranging with the people that are killing you. Can't you see? Ebuka is ganging with Hope that is killing you. Can't you see? One day they will follow you from church to your house and kill you. What will you tell your Lord? That you can't identify your enemy? This evening, we are able to identify your enemy for you. Your pastor is your enemy. Ebuka is your enemy. And you people are there in thousands. And he's using you to cash out. All of you there. You're all mugus. Can't you see? Because Hope will tar his road from wherever to his house. Now he's singing praises for Hope. As if that road is the only road that needed to be tarred in Imo State. Eh? My people, wake up. You are being deceived. Go home. Worship your God in your houses. Read your Bible. God is living in you. How come you're going to look for God when God is right inside you there? God is living in your heart. Open your mouth and speak. He hears. You need anything from him, patiently wait, and the thing comes. Why do you have to carry yourself to Ebuka's place? And he's brainwashing you guys there. Monitoring you guys there. Working on your brain and your intelligence and your finances. You work from Monday to Saturday or Friday. Ebuka will open hands and collect all from you. Now we are even begging and telling you, bring money, let's sponsor your freedom here. You are saying no. Donate to Brgie in Ezra. You are saying no. Connect your brothers outside Nigeria to donate. You're saying no. Ebuka is busy siphoning you. When will you wake up? When will you wake up? Imo State, there's not going to be any election there. My people, don't allow Hope and Co to deceive you. Don't allow Hope and Co to deceive you. Already he has got the result of the election he's about to run in his own hands. So don't go out and risk your life because you want to arrange for one election campaign or the other. Stay at home. Stay at home. My people. When will you wake up? When will you learn your lessons? With your mistakes, they are killing you. Can't you see? With your ntike, they are killing you. Can't you see? Take instructions so that your life, so that you'll be saved, so that also your freedom can come. Like I said before in the other space, I appreciate the other reverend, what's his name again? That always remember our MNK in prayers. And somebody was saying,
Father
Mbaka, like somebody was saying that they're tired of praying. We can't be tired of praying. We need the two. We need the prayers, we need the action, we need all of them mixed together, and we'll have our victory. That's the way it is. We need all together. We need prayers, we need action, we need support, we need donation, we need everything, and victory will be ours. We will win. Please, I know a lot of us are annoyed, but don't be too much annoyed that you don't know what to say. God is watching us, and we are people of God, whether you believe it or not. The colonists or no colonists, the whatever. God is in heaven, creator of the whole universe, watching over us. In fact, it is still him that brought Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to us to open our eyes. My mother never told me of Biafra. All I know that she said that his beloved brother died in the war. That was it. I never heard of our origin. I never heard that we are related somehow with Israeli. I never heard. So please, God brought Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for his own kindness, for us to understand what's going on. These people dealt with us that even our fathers couldn't speak. Our forefathers couldn't speak. They didn't even, what they were out is to eat 3 square meals, and that's all. They will have 9 children, 10 children to be able to cultivate and feed. In fact, they were just feeding. And the world was busy doing some discovery, developing, establishing. And we are still down there in Biafra eating. Hey, Alomel. So I thank God. Please, whenever you are annoyed, please, just handle the issue, but leave God alone. God is too big for us to discuss with. If you want to channel your anger, channel it well. Britain has been our problem. Fulani has been our problem. Sabos has been our problem. Ebuka has become our problem. Yeah. Channel it well. Please. Because without God's help, we are doomed already. But God loves us so much that he brought MNK. He brought MNK to us. As if it's not enough, he supported him with PM. As if it's not enough, he supported PM with all the cabinets. As if it's not enough, he created the angels on the ground. And me and you, we are here telling the world what's going on to us. Please, we will do with prayers, we will do with action. We are not like those Christians, like I told you guys before. In Colosseo, they'll be doing amen. You push them inside Colosseo, a lion will come out and eat them all up. No. Our own Christianity is because we have read the Bible and read it and understood it well. So nobody will come and deceive us anymore. You understand? You want war, we give you war. We want peace. We are number one peacemakers. That's the way it is. Our God is the God of war. And there's time for everything under this universe. Time to live, time to die. Time for peace, time for war. Our own will not look for your trouble. But if you look for our trouble, you go in for it. Fulani has been killing us, chopping off heads, our heads off, and you expect us to keep quiet? No, we can't keep quiet. Before, say, we were even supporting one Nigeria, looking for a way to systemize their governance, but it was not working because they're not interested with all that. What they're interested with is to annihilate everybody, every Biafran, and take them up the way and take your land and your mineral resources. Remember that Fulani American that told us that we are his slaves, you know, that we are stupid, we are going everywhere in the world, and he will go back to our land and take over whatever he wants and become a millionaire. It was an insult, and that insult, we are tired of it. So we are out defending ourselves. My people, take instructions. Go away from arm's way. Go away. Don't come out for any campaign. Leave them. Today I saw, what's his name again, using scissors to cut off his his voting cards. I said, oh, have you woken up? Finally. I hope he will not, these people are brainwashed. Sometimes I pity them. Sometimes I'm annoyed with them. Sometimes they need teaching. So my people, let me stop here for now. And Sisu Warrior, my co-host, over to you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, my wonderful sister. We are here to fight. We are not here to play. We are here to fight our freedom. Freedom is not free. Freedom is not given. It's being taken. The Bible said it. The kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violent one take it by force. What do you think that verses mean? Your pastor will leave that part of the verses and start talking of how to collect money from you. The little one that the Nigerian government will leave for you. They will twist the Bible. They will twist it. Go and read the Bible yourself. If you can't read, tell your children to be reading it for you. There is audio Bible today. You can listen to it. If you read the Old Testament even before I know that I was a Biafran, during COVID-19, I didn't even know that I was a Biafran, but I know that there is Biafra somewhere, but I thought it's an Igbo thing. When I was reading Old Testament, I was seeing our religions there. It was there. So, and the last thing I want to say before I will quickly give a mic to our brother here that his hand will be up, Brother Shibuzo, I know I will always come to speak. You remember that our Prime Minister said, he said, the day he declared Uzodimma wanted, that they should capture him. The day he declared him
alive.
wanted.
To capture him alive.
Yes, even though he's not dead, he go. Even though if now they give him one bullet for leg, they'll capture him. The family they still they breathe. He said anybody. He want everybody. Say anybody that associate himself with Uzodimma has become our enemy. So automatically, Ebuka has become our enemy. Has become the enemy of Biafra. I will stop here for now. I bet my brother Shibuzo.
Warrior Queen.
Is paying
Warrior
your
Queen.
money. The mic is yours.
Sorry, before Chibuzo goes on, can I just, I'm not, it's not a submission, just a request if you don't mind, please.
Yes.
There is one of our sister here. She's from the coastal region, part of Biafra, or she's from the, her name is Claire Dims. If you see that mommy wear glasses, Claire Dims.
Yes, okay.
Can you please send her the mic? Because when we did convention, she talks say, I don't say she go to laugh. She talks say whenever she comes space, they know they give her mic. So I tell her, say whenever I catch her for space, we go send her mic so she can speak with us.
I've already sent her the mic.
So, mommy, please
Can you?
collect the mic and you can speak with Biafrans. Thank you so
I
much.
remember I was there when he was saying it. Okay, my lovely brother Shibuzo, the mic is yours. Don't worry, if we reach Biafra land, we will use Orioyo, that fat this thing. That we they call our Orioyo. We'll take and take rub that your hand may not pay you well, yeah? You don't take away raise that hand, sis. Okay, the mic is yours, sir.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my fellow Biafran.
Sorry, man.
What are you saying?
No, I said I was calling you, sir. So when I hear the voice, I now come back and say, sorry, man. The mic is
I'm
yours.
not ma. I'm not ma. Hello.
Okay, you can speak on,
Speak
sir.
on,
You can
sir.
speak on.
Sorry,
Okay.
mistake. Sorry. Go on.
Greetings, my fellow Biafrans. I thank you all, and I'm extremely grateful to be here with you guys. I will first of all appreciate Mazi Simon Ekpa for the work well done he has been doing for Biafrans. Because without Simon Ekpa, since the kidnap of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, without Simon Ekpa, I think by now nobody could have been hearing of Biafra again, because I think the DOS have been bought. The DOS that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu entrusted, I think they have been bought. So please, I will urge each and every one of us here, each Biafra, to collaborate. Let us collaborate, because when any institution that is not in collaboration, that the institution will definitely divide. So I see that some of us are against, some of our Igbo brothers are against this Biafra. And if we don't collaborate, I don't think this actualization of Biafra will be extremely hard for us. Please, let's collaborate. Any instruction that is being given, let us adhere to the instruction, so that this actualization of Biafra will come to pass. You can see that Nigeria is not for us. Look at what happened during the election, and look at the marginalization on it, and on the Igbo and the hatred. Look at what they are doing for our Igbo brothers at Lagos. Even in our own Igbo land, look at what is happening. We are not in peace. So please, let us adhere to instruction. Biafra is the only hope that we have. Biafra is the only hope that we have for now. Because without Biafra, I don't think Nigeria is for us. Nigeria is not for us. Even in the next future, even in 30 years to come, Nigeria is not for us. Because they have already shown to us that Nigeria is not for us. So Biafra is our only hope, and let us stand by it. Let us support Biafra with all our energy. Let us adhere to instruction. No election in Imo, no election. Please, let nobody discuss himself, his or herself, as an scapegoat, because the election has already been determined by those in government. So what are you going there to vote again? What are you going to vote for? Nigeria is a corrupt nation, so we all know. So there's nothing to vote. If you go, you are just wasting your time. So Biafra is the only hope we have. Let us support Biafra, and let us start retweeting for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, the period he was arrested, we were tweeting that with the hashtag at free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but e get to some point we stopped tweeting. So everywhere became quiet. Please, I want us to start that energy again, to bring up that energy again, and start retweeting with the hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because as he is in that DSS custody, he's not feeling too well there. He's not okay there. He need to be free, so that everything will be all right. Please, let's support Biafra. Let us not be against our own self, because I see that we are not collaborating. We are the problem of ourselves. We Ndi Igbos are the problems of ourselves. You see, some people will be saying that Mazi Simon Ekpa want to reap from where he did not sow. How? Since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, have we heard anything from the DOS? If not for Simon Ekpa, by now Biafra could have been like swept under the carpet. Nobody could have been hearing about Biafra again. We all know about that. Please, let's support Biafra. Let us stand on our ground with the full support for Biafra. Thank you, everyone. I won't talk too much. Please, this my account is a new account. I was banned in my previous account. Please, you guys should also follow me. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for that submission. Yes, you spoke well. Only one thing I want to correct. We the Igbos, I am an Edo Igbo. I'm from Edo. Owi Edo ne se. Owi Dazi no gi. Owi Okoriomo. Emeki. Owi Okoriomo. So we the Igbos, we love ourselves. We are not killing ourselves. Those ones, they know where they come from. We the true Igbo seed, Indibo, the true Biafra seed, we love ourselves. Those ones that have 100% Biafra blood running in their vein, we love ourselves. Forget about the 1% that the Fulani have given that their diabolic water to drink. Those ones that are thinking of only their stomach, only their children. They are thinking of only their family. Somebody like this Ebuka. You don't enter one chance. You know, if you know what it be one chance, if you don't enter one chance for zoo, you will know what you talk about. When your heart go, they make kepu, you don't know how to free. I don't enter one chance vehicle for zoo. So I know what it is to enter one chance. Now that one chance, now Ebuka enter for our hand. He go know the day when he open his mouth, address his member to vote the same person that have been killing them and still killing the Biafra youth, Biafra people, are bombing the normal civilians' house for the Fulani Caliphate. Ebuka, you don't enter one chance. Now you enter for our hand. And before we come to that Biafra land, make sure you pack your load and leave. That land, that plot of land, you are because of it betraying yourself. You have disgraced yourself, not God. Nobody can mock God. I know some people will say, these pastors, they are mocking God. Nobody can mock God. God is too faithful. God is too mighty to be mocked. They are mocking themselves. Like Ebuka just mock and disgrace himself. They are mocking themselves. When we were talking on the other space, it's almost the same thing. But when one brother just came and started talking that we should not generalize it. No. You have to know that in Nigeria, there is no true church. Those true church in Nigeria, those true pastors, they are small ones. They are not, you can't even hear of them. Just measure one of zoo that the GO. The zoo that the GO, measure one. That you can say, this person is a true man of God. Just measure one. Just to start from Okumuyi. That is the GO of Deeper Life Bible Church. Yes, my mother was a Deeper Life Bible Church. Even me, I baptized there. I'm sorry. He told them that they should support Tinubu. Do you know what that word means? You telling your member to support the government of Tinubu. It's like you telling people that pray so that this lie that you will lie, you will plant a lie, you will say, people, my member, just pray so that this lie become truth. Who does that? Tell them to support a certificate forger, a drug baron, a killer. Do you know how many people that have died that man have sponsored to kill? Then you are telling your member to pray and support him so that the government will be what? Or is it Adeboye? Or is it Oyedepo? Who? Is it Suleiman? Just mention one. Now Ebuka have joined them. Make sure one of these, all these big churches, just make sure one that can be taken out of it. Yes, we cannot generalize. We know they are still true men of God. They are true Christians. But zoo, if you die in zoo, even though you die inside that church, you don't know they have buried a newborn baby alive inside the altar. A pregnant woman in the altar. For them to, they have made ritualists in that altar. A lot of them. So if you die inside that church, you are going to hellfire. You are going to hellfire. As our Prime Minister said, when Biafra is, after the restoration of Biafra, you will not know how to serve God in truth and in spirit. What you people are doing there now is just you. Anywhere you pray, God can hear you. This from going to that altar, they have buried some what we don't know on it. Disease from going there to pray. If you want to pray for this cause of Biafra, pray in your bedroom. God is a spirit. Jesus said it himself when he was talking to that woman in the well. He said a day is coming that you don't need to go to Zion. You don't need to go to anywhere to pray. He said because God will become a spirit. He is already a spirit. He's a spirit. He's everywhere. He's omnipotent, omnipresent. Mean God is everywhere. You can pray in your room. Gather your children and pray. God will hear your prayer. Don't allow anybody to lay his hand on your head again. They are collecting your future. They are collecting your future. Your life is on your head. That is why God was giving instruction for how to in the Leviticus. Go and read your Bible. Read your Bible. You will know what we are talking about. Read your Bible. You will not allow any man born of a woman to lay hand on your forehead to pray for you. You will not allow anybody to touch your forehead. Your life is in your forehead. Your destiny is in your forehead. Then using that their ritualist hand and lay it there, they are collecting your future from you spiritually. Everything that is passing through on this earth, everything you see physical, have taken space in spiritual, both in negative and positive spiritual. So this Biafra, God have given it to us in the spiritual realm. It is the physical realm we need help now. We need to bring it to physical. That is it. Thank you very much. My brother Onye Ameshis. Onye Meshis, the mic is yours. Sorry for taking time.
Thank you, Biafra warrior queen. You know, there's a way you get provoked. You will not even know. You will not even know how long you will vibrate. So I sincerely appreciate all of us on this space. Good evening from here, Biafrans. You see, I don't know, should I say that poverty has reduced people to where they are today. What you only need to do to gain the approval of these our pastors is just a very little donation. Maybe these desperate politicians. It is possible that Tupu Zodima has donated one piece of land to Ebuka. It is also possible that he has donated some millions in his ministry. And you know how these people roll. The moment you pay big tithe in their church, they will award you with one title immediately. I used to have a friend, and he said, those days when Buhari was in government, he said if Buhari come to his church and donate 15 million, he will sing his praise. So you see how they roll. This is just to, justify what the scripture said, that in the later days, perilous time will come. People will be lovers of themselves more than lovers of God. And there are people who God didn't call them. But they will tell you that God is speaking when God is not saying anything, when God have not said anything. So what they are just after is what to, which message to preach to you that will entice you, and you will give them money. That is just what they want. So we should just forget about what these people are saying and concentrate on what we are doing. The reason why you see this thing happening is because what we are doing is entering. We they do, they show. So nobody should be distracted by what these people are saying. They are only telling you who they are. If Pastor Kumuyi should wake up and say that, is it Pastor Kumuyi or Adeboye, that Nigeria will be fine in Tinubu's hand. Well, we are waiting to see. But the fact that these people support evil is what makes me feel so feel so bad about them. How can you see the truth? When South Africa was looking for their independence, there were pastors who stood in the gap and were doing the needful. With what these people are doing today, I begin to miss very seriously Archbishop Benson Idahosa. Though I did not know the man in his lifetime, not that I was not born, but I was not aware of him. But when I begin to listen to his messages, I begin to think that if Archbishop Benson Idahosa is alive today, what has been happening in this country with his kind of person would not happen. But there were those who he mentored, who should have at least, if they cannot take exactly the steps of Archbishop Benson Idahosa, they should have at least shown some concern, some level of resilience, to what is happening in Nigeria today. They should have at least put up some resistance to say, yes, even if I'm going to die, let me die, but let me say the truth. Look at what the judiciary did. Look at what Supreme Court did yesterday. So this tells you that, the only solution to our problem right now is the restoration of Biafra. The men on ground are doing their best, really doing their work. So we should also continue to do our work and forget about these people whose, God is their belly. Are you telling me now that Ebuka doesn't know that there's serious crisis in Imo State? When was the last time he traveled home? I don't know his particular village anywhere, but I know he's from Imo State. Doesn't he know what is happening in his state? Doesn't he know that there's war in that part of Biafra land? Doesn't he? Are they not hearing the news of what is happening? Has he woken up one day to ask the federal government or Hope Uzodinma, why is it that the insecurity in Imo State is getting tougher every day? Has he asked him one day, what are you doing about the insecurity in Imo State? Even when you know that Hope Uzodinma is not even ruling Imo State from his state. He stays in Abuja and he's ruling Imo State. Has he woke up one day to ask him questions? Because there's a way the politics of Nigeria is being run. In Nigerian politics, if you shout too much, the powers that be will recognize you. If they test you and they cannot kill you, they will now recognize you and they will just silence you with one huge amount of money, and that's all. So Hope Uzodinma knows that Ebuka has a lot of crowd, and that if he says something can happen. Maybe he quickly went and bribed him with that road to his house, or maybe to his village. Is that the only road in Imo State? There are other roads that are impassable in Imo State. But because he knows that Ebuka will say something, that is why he went to do the road. and it has become like a bribe. You know, it has become like a bet to Ebuka. If he wants to talk now, did I not do your road? What are you talking? And he will keep quiet. This is to tell you that these people, they are not concerned about us. They are not concerned about the common man. They are not concerned about the poor people, even in their congregation. If they are concerned about the the common people in their congregation, Ebuka said that in Imo State, every family has its member. Are you now telling me that he doesn't know that many people are dying in Imo State? The people suffer to make some money and build houses, some standard houses. Nigerian government with fighter jets going to those communities and bomb down those houses. Have you heard Ebuka said anything? Didn't he know? Okay, he doesn't have peace. No, he doesn't have people members in those families again. Now he's now remembering that he has members in every family in Imo State, that they should go and support him. What about those people who they have killed? Are you telling me that there's no Zion member that have been killed? Have you ever heard him coming to say something about those people? So this is how these people roll. So the best thing is just to forget about them and move ahead, because talking about these people for me is distraction. But they need to be put, things need to be put in the right perspective. They need to be told, what they are and what they have become. So it's good as we are talking about it. As we finish talking about this matter today, let's just forget about this man. The best way to answer a foolish person is just to be quiet about it. They do and they show. They know that Biafra has gone. Somebody was telling me today that Tinubu said that Biafran army has taken over the east. I asked the person, "Are you sure that he said it?" Did you hear him when he said it? He said it and he had it. So even the president know that Biafra is already here. If he can say that Biafra army has taken over the east, I'm sure that one knows what is happening. So let's just forget about these people and move ahead. Coming to no election in Imo State, I think that would be the best thing that will happen to us. If we stand by what we said and no election happened in Imo State, the Prime Minister just made a broadcast and he said no election in Imo State. He's going to be making an announcement in the coming days. I thank God for the wisdom of our Prime Minister. I used to say that our Prime Minister is one of the ancestors who were killed during the Biafra War. He came back to right the wrong, to revenge. Simon Ekpa is on a revenge mission. And I am happy that even though I am not able to make any contribution yet because of the situation, I'm still waiting for the de facto government in homeland to open up a channel where we can be making our contribution. We are willing to make contributions, even if it means selling anything. I will sell anything to make sure I make my contributions to this struggle, because now me where we shoe, now me know where the thing they pain me. I want to wake up tomorrow morning and see myself in Biafra land. So he said that restoration of Biafra is going to begin from Imo State, and I give him kudos for that. So if election didn't happen in Imo State on the 11th of November, it's just about 2 weeks from now. If election didn't happen, then we should know that Biafra is already here, and anything that needed to be done should be done to make sure that election didn't happen. I have so many people, so many friends who has not traveled home for the past 1 year. They are here even in Anambra State, but they cannot go home because of the situation in their communities. Are you telling me that Ebuka does not know about those things? He doesn't know that certain people doesn't go to their village in Imo State? That's not been talking, And what happened in Enugu High Court yesterday is just one of those things. Our Prime Minister said, if you are talking about it, you are on your own, because already we have delegitimized these people. We don't even want to validate their court in our land anymore. And the good thing about this whole thing is that what these people are doing now, including what Ebuka did yesterday or today, is is making this Biafra to come as quickly as possible. They are hastening the emergence of Biafra. These things they are doing is a sign that Biafra is already here. Me, I'm looking at Biafra as coming faster than we are expecting it to come, because the Nigerian state is already tired of us. Even Nigeria doesn't want us anymore. Imagine what is happening to us in Lagos. The Nigeria itself expects us to act faster and move. The stage we are in this struggle now is a stage where God killed every firstborn in Egypt. So even the Nigerian state itself doesn't even want us again. Anything that is happening to us now is we that is holding ourselves. I believe that it's just some logistics that our prime minister need to put in place, and we are gone. He said he would declare Biafra and nobody will shoot a gun. It has gotten to that stage because who is going to shoot? Nigeria is dead and gone. Nigeria itself is dead. Nigerians know that Nigeria is dead. And as for those people who are still living in denial, because B is living in denial. If what he said yesterday or today is from his heart, then he's living in denial. If it is coming because of what he has collected from Hotus or them, then he's a hypocrite. So let me drop my mic here and give other people to chance to make contributions. I'm still in the space. I will speak again when the time comes. Thank you very much.
Sister Stella, are you there? Thank you, my brother Onyemaechi. Thank you for that wonderful submission. Yeah. We are not waiting for anybody. We are not waiting for anybody to come and help us. And we have delegitimized every Nigerian government in Biafra land, including Edo State. Including Edo State. We don't delegitimize them. No election will take place. I never tire. When I go poly unit, when I go down, the one with the key, it never reach you now. It never reach you now. Every election, they must keep people. So you people should go there and go and stand in the line. What the lesson they taught you people on the 25th is not enough. Let me ask you one question. Ebuka, the goat man. Is it because if you have 10 head, go to Imo State. Go there and go and this statement that you are saying, go to Imo State there. Go there in the public, in the market square, and go and repeat and go and say this thing there. Whether you go last 10 seconds. Just go there and go and say it in the public. Nonsense. Social media you don't make all of you now get followers. You are using God. No. That they should wait. Oh, is it not hopeless? Is it not the same hopeless we are talking about? The one that have been killing in Imo land. Then wait. Oh, on Sunday, some people will still get up from their house. You will still get up from your house. You will still dress. Wear that your fine clothes. Go sit down for Ebuka church. To do what? To do what? Somebody that is supporting a murderer. Somebody that is supporting an assassin. A killer. A Muslim. Because Opus Odima is a Muslim. He's working for the Fulani Caliphate. He has been the one packing the healers, Nigerian terrorist healers, army. Nigerian terrorists, the terrorists, they just recruited 2,000 something recently. Plus the one where Buhari don't recruit, all those ones don't die finished. Now they don't recruit new army. They have recruited new army to put the new Boko Haram that have repented. They say they don't come out for rehabilitation. That they have repented. They have repented. Okay, terrorists like Hamas now, just for example, Hamas, they will say they don't repent. Israel, they will come make alliance with them. They will come carry them, come go put them for their army. Say Hamas don't repent. That is what is going on in the zoo. That terrorists that have been killing people, killing a whole indigenous people of the land. They are killing them, taking their land, grabbing their land. Then your government will say they have repent. They have go to rehabilitation. You, that is the indigenous person that have been waiting to enter the army. The time we have not started this our struggle, a lot of us can never smell that army. You will not even see it. Before they even bring the advert out, they have already taken who they want to take. Because they are not going to fight any war. Nigeria terrorist army, they don't fight war. When they go to war, they go to rape women, to look women big nyash, to rape and to kill civilians. Nigeria terrorist army, they can never face army like themselves. That is why they will run away from our BLA. They will run away from there and go to the villages and be bombing civilians' homes. They will go and gather hold gun and come and post it and say this is we have how they tell you speak that English. Oh, so they don't go Oga Christopher. Oh, yeah. You know what I want to
Neutralize.
neutralize. Thank you, my brother. They have neutralized. Ask me whether na bomb. Now our army be whether they neutralize. Now bomb, now they neutralize. They have neutralized the IPOB waiting. Those people are stupid. They fear not going to even let them mention Biafra Liberation Army.
IPOB ESN.
ESN. Government. We that are defending ourselves, they tag us terrorists. The only terrorists that have Plaza office 35 kilometers from the White House. Our Liza office is 35 kilometers away. Or 35 minutes. No, 35 minutes, not even 35 minutes away, 35 minutes driving away from the White House. That is where our headquarters Liza office is. So, as our PM have declared, please, if you know you are in Imo State, you have anybody in Imo State, call them. Tell them to lock their door. If money, they want to add double door, go and put that double door for your door, so that if your hand take mistake, open one. Before you reach the second one, open now. Your brain door, you don't come back to your senses. That day, make it that week entirely automatic. Make it, even though our prime minister will not announce it, make it automatic. Sit at home. Sit in your houses. Sit in your houses. Let us see where they won't carry the polling unit go. This will not be the time of 25 February. This is not February 25, for your information. That they allowed them. And those ones that were coming out doing some artists of film, they are terrorists. They are no government. You people know who they are. They will go and act some film and kill some people and put it on our ESN, our indigenous people head. This time around, let us see. I won't even see the police unit. If they get forward, may they go up. May I see the police unit where they won't go stand their waiting, their plastic for this modern life. You will still you still go to police unit when people are voting or electronics. You call yourself Giant of Africa, Goliath of Africa. That is who you are. We the Biafra, the David, we have bring you down. We have bring you down. Nigeria have sunk already. Let us see where they go carry that police unit, where they go open that police unit. If you are in Imo State, please stay in your house. Tell your children to stay in their house. So that the Fulani terrorists, the enablers, the Fulani blood in Imo, they are the only one that will, anybody that come out that day, even those ones that are going to police units to go and put a hopeless picture or somewhere that they want to vote. The vote that they have already, they don't need to vote, not in our land. The result is already in the INEC office. They already submitted who is going to, because hopeless have killed a lot of people for the Fulani terrorists. So they have already reconfirmed him. That one that they want to come and do, that they are trying to make you people to do, that is what they just did to what is that man name? Ebuka. That is what just happened to Ebuka. Ebuka just allow Opuzodima to make full of him. Few people that are still, not that that Ebuka, I have not believed in him before, because I not believe in her before. I know say that man a ritualist. So if not, I don't know. He have proved himself now. Hope Uzodima have made this man to confess to the world that he is not a true pastor. That is what he just meant by issuing that word, that by uttering that word, by saying that they should support a killer, somebody that have killed a lot of indigenous people, somebody that have killed your children, your sons and daughters, on the name of looking for IPOB, looking for ESN. He have killed a lot of our brothers and sisters. The Ebuka will open his mouth to say that people should go and support him. Thank God that you know that you are already an enemy. You are automatically an enemy to Biafra. Because our Prime Minister have declared it. He said, anybody, the day he declared that hopeless is wanted, the day he placed a boundary. Our boundary, we know they use money for our own. Now voice. Now our Prime Minister they use. Yes, some people they are laughing. Somebody like that call himself Biafra charge. That one that call himself is making full of himself. We be mumu. Yes, that mumu will be mumu of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Simon Njoku. Now he be the ESN. It's like our leader know before he go and give that name, Eastern Security Network. And the same ESN is Ekpa Simon Njoku. Is that a coincidence to you? It's not a coincidence. He said categorically, anybody that identify himself with hope is our enemy. So Ebuka, you have become our enemy. Our Biafra Liberation Army, if they see you for outside, you don't declare a war against the Biafra by measuring that war, by supporting a killer, by supporting a criminal, somebody that is wanted. Our Prime Minister have declared him wanted. Have declared hopeless Uzodima wanted. You want to open your mouth and write your name in the book of death. So you are the one that writes your name. So your name is already there. Just wait. Any moment, your baptism will reach your head.
Sister, but the thing is that he's been killing also with hope. That's what it means.
That is what it means. They are one.
Because he can't tell us that he doesn't know that the number of his members are decreasing. You understand? Because he said that each family has his member in each family in Imo State. If each family has his member and people are dying like chicken in Imo State, it then means that the number, his church number is decreasing, and he can't tell us he doesn't know. So his hands are dirty. He's working with Hope Uzodinma to kill us.
Exactly.
So he should be declared wanted also.
It's not the automatically we have put his name in the list of blacklist. Do you know what the book? This film I watched it. They call it dark list. Dark list. Once your name appeared there, you need to be running for your life. So his name is already there. His name is there already.
And he still has the God to tell his member to go and vote. Which vote? Hope has the result in his hands already. And you're telling people still go outside. What it means that you're telling people to go and die.
To go and die. Because the one they've killed is not enough.
Because he can't say that he doesn't know that his members are decreased. He can't tell us he's not looking for a lot of his members in his church. So that guy is colluding with Hope. He's colluding with Fulani Nigerian government. That guy is a lie. He's not a pastor. He's a jihadist.
He's a ritualist. He's a ritualist.
You remember how Tinubu organized some fake reverend? He brought Amajiri, wear them reverend clothes, and they pretended that they're reverends. This is exactly what these pastors are doing one after the other, one after the other. They are jihadists and they are allowed to wear clothes, pretending, giving money to open a church and pretending they are pastors. Meanwhile, they are not. And they're siphoning our
Biafra
people.
first, yeah.
They're siphoning our people, embezzling their money. Our poor mothers and our poor sisters and brothers that will go and do small business to come to feed their family. Instead of feeding their family, they are feeding the Ebuka and co. Please, can we call on Christopher, please, to speak? Christopher,
yeah. Christopher, please, the mic is yours, my brother.
My sister, no vex. I no go fit speak now. I'm in the middle of something. I apologize.
Okay, you are welcome.
And also one more thing. When I was on listener, I could not really hear, so that's why I also came here. Just so you know.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the network is. Our minister said it before that his network is a little bit jam-packed. Okay, we go the manager and they go. Until we launch our network.
Can
so
I
our
talk?
prime minister is working on something for us. So Mazi Agujegbe. Is that Agujegbe himself?
Yes, maybe not the one we know.
Is it the Agujegbe we met? You are welcome, sir. The mic is yours.
I will start by appreciating everyone here. I know that BIAFRA is a multi-lingual nation, so I will not go with my mother tongue, which is Igbo. So meanwhile, this is my first time speaking. I've been a listener on this platform, sometimes hosted by different people. As I see this Mazi, hold on, let me just get his name correctly. Simon Eberima, the one that was also in Finland. We are in Isiago, this is our traditional hat. But anyway, or any other person, hosting kind of a talk like this or a discussion, I always listen. Even the one our prime minister participated sometimes, I was also a listener. So, as a matter of fact, I will try to explain myself a little. I'm one of the people that were hosting talks on Radio Biafra Sundays for Ndinche Imo, which is the security service of Imo during the time of from 2019 to not long when I stopped. My reasons are also probably the same reason like everyone here. I was one of the members of
of that meeting Butolo and the Owerri zone. And I was their PR somehow. I worked with so many of them that I don't need to make mention here. But I've always been wanting to join this group of Simon Eba with full heart. And I know why I've not come up to talk or to even participate in anything for some time. For some reasons, due to the fact that remains on my own side that I'll probably keep. Now, I only have two things to say. Number one, thank you for giving me the platform to talk, and I appreciate. I want to know, because I called like 3 times already to the Belgium number that I picked up online, but the lady that left, I think Chidima or Choma or something like that, that left her name and a voice on the voice recorder, could not call me back. I want to see if there's any way, because I live in Belgium, Brussels anyways. I want to know if there's anybody here who is from Belgium as well that can direct me to them and do my due contributions and follow up as required by every member or required from every member. So I will really appreciate to know that I can get the real contact or anybody that I can get closer to. I used to work closely with the Belgium rep under DOS. No need of calling names. I think everybody should know if anybody that lives here. So we were organizing a lot of things under DOS before, but I was a victim that I don't want to talk about also through that area, and I decided just to stop every communication and move away from there and join the moving train, because there is no need. If you have a journey that you've been embarked on and your car or your train stops on the way, and I believe the next thing to do, someone who is still awake is not dead, and you have all your limbs together, your senses and everything together, is just to get down from that train that is not moving and join the moving one. So all roads leads to Biafra, which I believe, and I believe that Onyendu said it, whoever knows anything or has any idea of how to bring Biafra, let the person do. And the God has proven himself, and in fact, even the evil has proven himself that Simon Eba is the head of this movement this time around, and he remains the PM. Okay, so I had issues with people because of that, but I know what they were looking for, and I never decided. I never succumbed to that. Anyways, I decided to keep my heads on and do what my brain tells me, what my mind tells me, which is going through this track of Simon Eba and not going through people that will deceive you, that will use hatred and envy and so many other things to talk nonsense in your head. So that is it. That's number one. So my other contribution to the ongoing talk about election, I believe Simon Eba has every technology or technical understanding about these military operations. He has every, probably commanding know-how, probably the better way to command the boys on ground in order to coordinate themselves on that very day. And that day should be a no-go. I mean, how can I say this now? This thing, should I put it like a ghost town? should be declared like a ghost town or something like that. Nobody should come out on that very day. So I don't have much to say. I just have to continue listening. I appreciate you all. And thank you for giving me the platform to express myself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. You have our host here, that is our Minister of Information. If you like, you can follow him and DM him, and two of you can talk. The host there is our Minister of Information, Mazi. So you can follow him and you can discuss with him. I'm sure
I follow him already.
You can
host.
DM him and you can discuss with him also. Any question you have, he can answer you. Thank you,
The
sir.
host himself, is it Simon Eberimas? No?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
our Minister of Information.
I know that. I follow him already on Twitter. I follow him already on this thing.
You can
for some
even leave
time.
a message. You can DM him and you two of you can talk. Thank you, sir.
I will. Thank you. Thank you. I will.
Can we call on Chooks? Our own Chooks.
Thank you, my people. The Zoom network has been dealing with me since coming and going. Hope I'm coming out.
Yes, sir, and that's why we need Biafra, so that all these things will stop.
Yeah. First, the topic, no election in Imo State. Disregard the Efulefu, Ebuka. Our people, how many times is only foolish person, a mad person, that will continue to do one thing the same way and expect to get different results? Some of us, since I clock 18 years, from my 21st year, I started voting in this Nigeria. And there has never been a time after election, everybody will cry and say and shout, this is our result. Even when where there is from one locality, maybe local government election, when they were still doing local government election, somebody won and they gave him, it will be only by kneeling down and serving and taking vow and oath from Fulani. How can we continue to do the same thing and expect to get different results? That Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. Nigeria is without remedy. Nigeria has come to a level that even if angel come from heaven to repair Nigeria, that angel will be corrupt. Since yesterday, I started congratulating the obedient. Many of my fellow clergymen, I told that this road is a road that leads to no destination. They refuse. I have tested all of them, saying congratulations for good result of Obi yesterday. I hope your eyes is now opening. Stop pushing shadow. None of them has replied. I met one. He told me, send me that Finland Convention of Simon. I want to listen to it. Our people in Imo, how can we continue to do something and expect different results? You voted last election, and after that election, somebody that won the election was kicked away. And all of you shouted, including me, shouted. And what happened? They brought somebody from that got fourth position. And you continue shouting. And now you are out to vote again. There will be no solution if you embark in that election, which I know that must not hold. And you expect to have yourself determining your way of life in governance. Obuzodema is a stretch of Rani. And now I even seeing LSOT is now dancing in the basic of Fulani. Ifeanyi Oba just gave us a liberation. And when he came out and brought YPP, he was doing it to get us, to get our people, and to get vote, and to join the Fulani, which Fulani sponsored him, and he has openly joined. That no political class in this country, in this our land, in Biafra land, that is in politics, none of them is sincere and after our good. Ebuka was talking about we hope building road. What is the basic work of government? Roads that an individual that can do. An individual does and tied road for his people. And government is doing it. And he has not completed it. He has not started it. He will still start. And you are using it to do politics for 3 years, and he has been killing our people, massacring our people. And you come in thinking that it will be used because you are a self-made man of God. Because you have collected money, maybe you are doing one project, you have sent some persons or came by himself and gave you some millions of naira. And that's why you started hearing money, not Holy Spirit speaking to you again. And you are telling us to vote is doing a good work. One thing is certain, Galatians chapter 6, verse 7 said, do not be deceived. What any man sowed, that he or she must reap. That he must reap. Why you are saying this? Because you have not experienced bearing or even not seen the corpse of your beloved one whom has been killed by the terrorist securities. And you are talking like this. Any human being that is planning to vote is planning his grave or her grave. There is no election that will be supported because your vote, your PVC, Mazi Nandekan told us that your PVC does not count. It's the caliphate, Fulani, and INEC that decide who will be a winner. Not your vote. Not your vote. So, now, the radios in Imo, they are now making noise, talking trash. Go and vote, get ready for election. Which election? Oh my God. There is no room. We have decided anyone who is afraid to die, what our people are suffering is fear. Let us die once. Anyone, I have come to know that people that say, if I perish, I perish, they never die. Rather, they become champion and heroes. Somebody was asking me if there is no election, they will bring somebody and they force governance on it. Let them bring it. Now nobody will pay salary of workers. Let's cross that road. When we get to that bridge, we know how to cross it. Freedom is not easy. It's not being fought with Rosalie. It's fought by sacrifice. By sacrifice. When did 2021, 2022, they killed 14 youth that went for traditional marriage. Who puts on them security? And he's doing a good work. That's what they're saying. That's what they're telling us. We are in a war, full-scale war. Why the world media are not, they are reluctant and they don't want to give the report of what is happening in our land because the British and many Europe are enjoying from our resources, natural resources. That's why they don't want to do it. And we must not fold our hands. We must not fold our hands.
Thank you. Sir, sorry for interjecting. If you can round up because our minister hand is up, the host.
Okay. My phone slept. Okay. There is no going back. Any election, please, we must fund our people. We must fund our people. And God will bless our work and our freedom. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother Truth. Minister, are you hearing me? Honorable Minister, are you hearing me? Are you there, sir? Hey, can somebody else speak? Maybe he's not hearing me.
We are hearing you.
No, I mean our minister, the host.
Biafra, what do you call her? Biafra first, can you speak?
Wait, Sister Stella, are you hearing me?
Yes, and you were calling our
His hand is up.
information.
His hand is up. That is why.
Maybe he's not around yet.
Yes. Okay, sir. When you just come, if you hear, you can just interject and speak.
Yes, so
Yeah.
can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. We are hearing you, sir. Biafra
Okay.
first, please.
Thank
Wait.
you. Thank you so much to all the media team, and thank you to all Biafrans listening to us from all over the globe, especially those in Biafra land, because our message is directly to those in Biafra land. And to those in diaspora, your duty is to pick up your phone and get in touch with your families and friends and let them be in line with these messages. So we've been here for, let's say, 2 or 3 hours now, and we are going to bring down this space, let's say, in the next 10 minutes, so that everyone can retire to their bed, and those at work, and those that are just waking up who are preparing to go to work, and those that needs to go and get warm embrace of their babies and wives and husbands and concubines and sugar mommies and sugar daddies. It is your right. Happiness is your right, just like the freedom of the Biafran people is our own right. So please, in the next 10 minutes, please, my co-host, let's see that we bring it down. I thank you all. Mazi Chooks, I salute you there.
Okay, thank you. Sister Stella, you wanted to speak. Yes, Biafra first. You have not spoken. Speak so that we can bring it down. Please manage your
Okay.
two
Hello.
minutes, 2 cents. Yeah,
Okay, my sisters, thank you very much for
you're welcome.
the opportunity you have given me. I want to tell our people that there is nothing like voting. Can't this be something? Are they not tired? Are they not tired of being fooled? Whether they vote or not, they will still pick this man. I'm not I'm not really moved by what Ebuka said because he's doing his business. Biafrans, open your eyes. Please. What kind of church are you people going that somebody will now tell you that innocent children, men, husbands, being killed every day in Imo State is nothing? It's just somebody that came and, start. He has never completed the brother. Thank God for the brother. He listened to him say he has never started the road, though, not of completing it, and he's praising him. But God will judge all these pastors, all of them. God will judge all of them for misleading our people. But our people, which kind church they go? Open your eyes. They are all doing their business. Somebody that tell you that he believes in God, but he goes with different securities. And why his God no protect them? I know that's where I'm gonna stop for now. Thank you, my sisters. God bless you.
Thank you, ma, for making it snappy. Thank you very much. That is it. Oh, road is the work of federal government and the state government. Is their work. So making road is not a big thing. It's not a big thing. So my brother Christopher.
Yeah, can you hear me, Warrior Queen?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So what I was just trying to say is this, especially because I know there might be some obedience here and some more Nigerianists, spies, whatever. You should spread the gospel now because I know you're thinking, what next, Abi, after Supreme Court? What next? What more can you do? What is higher than the Supreme Court now? Your only hope is that now we gather here. The liberation of Biafra, support for Biafra, Biafra emerging as an independent nation through independence. That is what is next after that, your Supreme Court shenanigans. So if you know what is good for you and your family and your future generations, you jump on this moving train now because we've gone very far. And as you can rightly see, we do not have any plans whatsoever to stop. Instead, anybody will do anyhow for that train where they move, will throw and come off for the train, and we keep moving. So what next after the Supreme Court? What will give you hope? What will restore your sanity and cure that your depression and suicidal thoughts? It is the Biafran movement. Join, put all your weights. Let's put all our weights together and let us do this once and for all. Thank you. I yield the mic.
Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. You didn't have much time today to speak. Thank you. Can we
Please,
call on
please,
Onya Mechi? 2
please,
minutes. Onya Mechi, 2 minutes.
Okay, I thought somebody was echoing from the
Somebody
beginning.
wanted to say something.
Okay, let me allow him to say what he wants to say,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask if anybody knows Twitter's name of this Ebuka. We need to go there and talk to him. He's a man of God. I'm a clergyman. Let's bombard it. I need his Twitter. If it's happened that he's in Roman Catholic Anglican, I will get his address easily. But I don't have document of
He's
it.
more in YouTube, sir.
We go to their platform on YouTube. If I don't they follow am before now. This message where you do our Prime Minister share and I take no. And not start to the listen to them. Because those pastors, I don't listen to them. Anybody who not in YouTube address, let us find it. All of us will go to their platform and start giving him woto. They will know that we
Yeah.
don't play. We don't play.
Anybody that got the name, let's post it in your own.
In Twitter community, yes. Okay, my brother on your machine.
Anyway, I
Just
don't think.
make it snapping.
Yes, so I don't think it's even necessary to bother ourselves going to his space. Um, Let us just concentrate on our own work. I'm sure somebody must have listened to the space today and listened to our Prime Minister and listened to all we have said today. If he wants to correct himself, he has ample opportunity to do so. So anybody that is just trying to go there is you are just going for going sake. I want to say to our brother who is asking for a connection to how he can make contributions. I want to remind him that tomorrow is our fundraising. He should just get connected to the space and then he do the needful in case he has not DM'd our Minister of Information for further clarifications. So um, I think we are on course. There's nothing to be worried about. Ebuka, he has said what he wants to say, and thank God that the person that just finished speaking is also a man of God, as he call himself a pastor. I know there are pastors who are also in support of the activities of our prime minister and all of us who are interested in this restoration. Number two is that. Freedom fighting is not everybody's business. There are those selected people who God have raised for the purpose of whoever He wants to get free. So since our Prime Minister have been raised to take over the mantle of leadership after our Supreme Leader was incarcerated, and he has all of us behind him. So let us just concentrate on the assignment and forget about those distractors. Let me tell you something. I was in one space and I saw the way people were arguing, fighting against themselves. Somebody was even going as far as saying that freedom kill you there, freedom kill your family, freedom kill your generation. And the person speaking was from Imo State. I just know that these are, leftovers of Hope Uzodinma, those who are benefiting from this system. I want you to know that as many who benefit from this system they cannot talk against it. So let's just forget about these people. They are just distractions. I think another space that you people will host for us will be no distractions. Let's not give in to these distractions and concentrate on what we have been called to do, making sure that as far as our Prime Minister have said, no election in Imo State. And then we should concentrate on what we are doing, make sure that the men on ground are comfortable and they are doing the needful. They are really doing their best. I saw what the Black Marines and the other colleagues of theirs did today. So these are the things we should consider and effort on. Nobody should bother himself going to, face people who are, either consciously or unconsciously doing things that is causing us a certain level of distractions. So let's just forget about those people and concentrate on what we are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. That is really, really correct. These people, they are irrelevant. Yeah. Thank you. Our minister, we have round up. Oh, I don't know if we use our 10 minutes judicial.
Okay, thank you, Sisu Warrior Queen. Thank you, Stella Christopher, Biafran Queen, Biafra Fez Odogo, Onyemechi, Chuks, Mazi Chinedu, Chibweze, Queen Beauty, Simon Ekpachikako, Biafra must come, Nonso, Ugochukwu, Chima, Shimon, Elder Godoman, the Prince Paul, Think Well, Faith, Ben, and so on and so forth. Forgive me if I don't count your blessings and name them one by one, but you are all the blessings of Biafra, and we love you all. Our message still remains that no elections will hold in Imo State. The ripple effect will be felt in all over Biafra land. And we want the resonance of no elections in Imo State to be felt also in the entirety of Biafra. We have entered a stage whereby when you hear one gunshot in Imo State, you will also feel something shaking in Abia State. When you hear one in Abia State, you feel something shaking in Cross River. When you hear one in Cross River, you feel something shaking in Akwa Ibom. You hear one in Akwa Ibom, you feel it in Delta. You hear one in Delta, you feel it in Bayelsa. You hear one in Bayelsa, you feel it in Enugu. The entirety of Biafra land is controlled by the Biafran Republic government in exile. We thank you all. Freedom is our cause, and the security of lives and properties of our women and children are sacrosanct. Disregard the Efulefu prophet Ebuka, because he has become the prophet of doom. And on this very note, we thank you all Biafrans. No elections in Biafra land. Do not sing the praises of the enemies and those people that kill you. Except Ebuka is telling us that he has become one of the media houses of Nigeria, which Onyendo said, give money to the media houses of Nigeria and they will sing the praises of Satan. So maybe Ebuka has collected money as one of the Nigerian conventional medias and is now singing the praises of Satan, the praises of the people that massacred our women and children. We are not going to make it likely or comfortable for him. His church congregation will get the message and they will treat him as due. So, Biafrans, thank you so much. And from the media team of BRGIA from here, we say good morning, good afternoon, good night, and good evening to all of you. Biafran Republic, peace, unity, progress,
Unity,
Progress
progress,
Progress
and
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 equity.
equity.
one more
equity.
time. Biafra Republic, peace,
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 unity,
peace,
progress,
unity,
Unity,
and
progress,
progress,
and
and
equity.
progress,
equity.
equity.
and
Ndewo
equity.
Chineke. Ekondo.
Ndewo.
They will.
Good night from Biafra land.
from this system. I want you to know that as many who benefit from this system they cannot talk against it. So let's just forget about these people. They are just distractions. I think another space that you people will host for us will be no distractions. Let's not give in to these distractions and concentrate on what we have been called to do, making sure that as far as our Prime Minister have said, no election in Imo State. And then we should concentrate on what we are doing, make sure that the men on ground are comfortable and they are doing the needful. They are really doing their best. I saw what the Black Marines and the other colleagues of theirs did today. So these are the things we should consider and effort on. Nobody should bother himself going to, face people who are, either consciously or unconsciously doing things that is causing us a certain level of distractions. So let's just forget about those people and concentrate on what we are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. That is really, really correct. These people, they are irrelevant. Yeah. Thank you. Our minister, we have round up. Oh, I don't know if we use our time, our 10 minutes judicial.
Okay, thank you, Sisu, Warrior Queen. Thank you, Stella, Christopher, Biafran Queen, Biafra Fez Odogo, Onyemechi, Chuks, Mazi Chinedu, Chibweze, Queen Beauty, Simon Ekpa Chicago, Biafra must come, Nonso, Ugochukwu, Chima, Shimon, Elder Godoman, the Prince Paul, Think Well, Faith, Ben, and so on and so forth. Forgive me if I don't count your blessings and name them one by one, but you are all the blessings of Biafra, and we love you all. Our message still remains that no elections will hold in Imo State. The ripple effect will be felt in all over Biafra land. And we want the resonance of no elections in Imo State to be felt also in the entirety of Biafra. We have entered a stage whereby when you hear one gunshot in Imo State, you will also feel something shaking in Abia State. When you hear one in Abia State, you feel something shaking in Cross River. When you hear one in Cross River, you feel something shaking in Akwa Ibom. You hear one in Akwa Ibom, you feel it in Delta. You hear one in Delta, you feel it in Bayelsa. You hear one in Bayelsa, you feel it in Enugu. The entirety of Biafra land is controlled by the Biafran Republic government in exile. We thank you all. Freedom is our cause, and the security of lives and properties of our women and children are sacrosanct. Disregard the Efulefu Prophet Ebuka because he has become the prophet of doom. And on this very note, we thank you all Biafrans. No elections in Biafra land. Do not sing the praises of the enemies and those people that kill you. Except Ebuka is telling us that he has become one of the media houses of Nigeria, which Onyendo said, give money to the media houses of Nigeria and they will sing the praises of Satan. So maybe Ebuka has collected money as one of the Nigerian conventional medias and is now singing the praises of Satan, the praises of the people that massacred our women and children. We are not going to make it likely or comfortable for him. His church congregation will get the message and they will treat him as due. So, Biafrans, thank you so much. And from the media team of BRGIA from here, we say good morning, good afternoon, good night, and good evening to all of you. Biafra Republic, peace, unity, progress,
Progress.
and one more time. Biafra Republic, peace,
Peace.
unity,
Peace.
progress,
Unity.
Progress,
and
Progress.
unity.
Ndewo
Equity.
mo Chineke. Ekondo.
Ndewo.
They will.
Good night from Referendum.